Welcome back to the Adventures of Dementia Man. I'm Heather.
And I'm Mark.
And today we thought we'd talk a little bit about going to events and how to manage going to bigger events when you're living with dementia. And over the course of the last few months during the summer, really, there's been a few bits and pieces that we've been to, ranging from kind of garden parties, that were a lot more spontaneous and free and easy, to sit down dinners, and you've been to a few concerts.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd just have a little chat through how they went, really.
How we went, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and we've arranged our thoughts. We're quite organised today. We've got a bit of paper. And we've organised our thoughts really into things that you can do before the event to smooth the way, things to do during the event, and then after the event. So let's go.
Let's go, yeah.
So some things that we thought of that you could do before the event if you're a bit concerned about it. Do you want to have a look at?
Yes. Find out as much as you can about the event.
Yeah, we were thinking there really things like timings.
Yeah.
How long the event will go on for.
How many people may be there.
How many people may be there?
Yeah.
Will they be people you know or not?
Yeah.
Will it be a sit-down dinner? Will you need to choose in advance or on the day? Can you have the menu in advance to have a look so that you don't get put on the spot on the day? All that kind of thing,
Yeah.
Just find out a little bit of information that when you're looking forward to the event, you've got a rough idea what will be happening, when it'll finish, how long you're expected to be there for, just so that you can manage your energy levels accordingly.
Yeah.
And then leading on for that, the next one that we've got is decide your own parameters. And this was about making your own decisions about how long you're there for, that kind of thing.
Exactly. You can just say things have become a bit too heavy or something like that. And so take a few minutes or just to get your brain going back.
Yeah, and it's quite helpful in advance to say to yourself, okay, it's a 4-hour party, but I'm only going to be there for an hour if I find that that's enough for me. And decide that in advance, and then you're giving yourself permission really to just stay for that hour and see the people you want to see, and not feel guilty then about going when you know that your energy levels are flagging a bit.
Yeah.
And then the third one we've got that you can do before the event.
Tell people what you need in advance.
Yeah, when we chatted about this, this was a little bit about making people aware of the things that you find tricky in gatherings. I've had what's the word? Times when the event is very haphazard, if you like, and so you're not sure what's going to be happening at any time. And what I did for that sort of thing is I just sat down and let it go over me, because just rested for a bit.
I just sat there. I was happy to sat there, and it wasn't thinking, oh my God, I don't like being here and all this sort of stuff. I just say don't, and in a recent one as well, the event was really nice event. We all had a nice time, but there was a lot of chatting going along together, with people just chatting away, and I couldn't process any of these things, so I just sat there, and I'm very good at being able to do that, and then it went, and we were back.
Yeah. So what was it that was causing the overwhelm, do you think? Is it just everybody talking at once, or
Yeah,
the conversation flitting from one topic quickly to
it could be.
another?
Yeah, I think it was just a lot going on in a sense. People were talking, and so I just sat there. It didn't bother me, and had a lovely time.
Because I mean, the things you're talking about there really, it's the same principle for a few of those situations. I mean, you were at a big party
Yeah.
at one point in the
Yes.
summer that was quite spontaneous and people coming and going
Yeah.
at random, and you went and sat quietly in the sitting room, didn't you?
No, it was. I was sat there.
Sat in the room.
Sat in the room with everybody else, but I just didn't listen to anything.
Yeah, you just gave yourself a moment's
Yeah,
rest.
well, more than a moment. But that's what I did.
And also, I mean, we had a sit-down meal recently
Yes.
that, as you say, was lovely. But
Yeah.
when the conversation around the dinner table got a little bit too, it was different people talking about different things.
Yeah.
And you gave yourself a minute to zone out and then you zone back in again.
Exactly. And I said, I just, okay, I haven't been able to pick up what's going on here, but it doesn't matter because I'll just carry on then.
Do you think it's really about giving yourself permission to do that then?
I'm happy to give my it. This is it. I just sit down and just do it.
It's about avoiding the overwhelm, isn't
It is, yeah. Don't worry about it, really. I mean, I would say just don't worry about it because it's not important what's going on because it's just a party. And there's nothing going to be horrible about it, I wouldn't have thought, hopefully.
And I suppose that in some situations that might be go for a little walk or go and sit in the room quietly on your own for a bit.
Yeah.
I suppose it's fair to say as well on camera that neither of us are big extrovert party people at best of times, are we?
No.
Quite apart from dementia and the challenges that poses. So, it's pretty good advice for us in general.
Yeah. So just chill out.
And we talked a little bit about giving yourself parameters beforehand that you're going to stay a certain amount of time.
Yes,
depending on the nature of the event and what's
appropriate.
But I think the key thing there is don't stay for the whole event just because you think you should. If it's starting to get a bit too much.
Yeah. If you get overawed, then you just, as I say, chill out and let other people deal what they want to do.
Yeah. What about after the event? We've talked about planning to have a quiet evening. If you go into an event during the day, plan to have a quiet evening afterwards or a quiet day the next day.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, just to keep it sort of just easy to follow things. Recharge, in fact. Yeah.
Don't have too many crazy events going on.
No, indeed. No, we don't really, do we? But people
we've learned
have.
that really, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's don't push yourself too far. You haven't got to be doing everything all the time.
No.
So you've been not just to parties, but you've been to you went to see Alice Cooper, didn't you?
Alice Cooper, which is fantastic.
How did you find? Because that was in quite a big venue, quite a big arena. What was that like?
It was good. I had a good carer with me.
Family member designated to go. I decided that if another family member preferred to go and see Alice Cooper, I would willingly give up my role as
and he
carer
wanted to
for
go
the
anyway.
evening.
So
you were all right there. You had somebody. That's a
yes.
good point, though, isn't it? Have somebody you can rely on there.
Yes, exactly. And he was brilliant, which was good. I mean, I'm probably going to say this anyway. I was a bit miffed, if you like, for one word, that there were young children there as well. They couldn't have been very old. I would have thought maybe 10, 12, if that. And I assume it was the parents who wanted to see Alice Cooper, and the children were sort of having to go there as well. And what was happening is that they decided to stand on the chairs, which is not wise, because you don't know what was going to happen. So it's not good.
So that bothered you a bit, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Just the even thing that I don't think you would do that.
Yeah, it is strange because there was supposed to be an age limit on the event
Yes,
anyway.
yeah,
There we are.
yeah.
So it's about pacing yourself,
Definitely.
and it's about looking after yourself and being confident to look after yourself and not worry too much about what is the done thing, and also resting a bit afterwards.
Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah, as I say, in one place where I was, I just sat there, and people would come in and go in and run, and I just sat in there, and I was fine.
Yeah, and you joined back in again.
I joined later. Yeah, exactly. I didn't move anywhere. I sat in the same place I was, but it was just going back and forth, and I was just that.
Yeah, you zoned out a little bit, and you gave yourself a rest.
Yeah.
And then when you'd kind of recharged a bit, you were able to zone back in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Great tips.
So if you want to use those, you're more than happy to have it.
Yeah, so a few thoughts from us really on managing the kind of events that we all go to from time to time, and it'd be really interesting to know whether you've had similar experiences. And I think it's one of the things that depends a little bit what kind of person you are, whether you're extrovert or introvert, what your tolerance is for big noisy events at the best of times, and then how much dementia then affects that. But we'd love to know any tips or strategies that you've found worked for you. So please do put them in the comments below, and then we can borrow them as well.
Yeah, indeed.
We'll be back when we've got something else that we've thought of to say.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening, and bye for now.
Goodbye now.